All right, man. There's been some rumors out there that the Detroit Pistons, amongst even the Toronto Raptors, ain't that a shocker, are interested in acquiring DeMar Derozan. There's been some talks that the Spurs could part with LaMarcus Aldridge and DeRozan. At one point, it was hoped that LaMarcus Aldridge would be choose the Detroit Pistons in free agency. I think his former agent or something was a consultant with the Pistons, and he chose to go to San Antonio or whatever the situation was. But hey, let's talk about DeMar Derozan possibly coming to the Detroit Pistons, and it's a good idea. All right, right now the Pistons are actually playing the Charlotte Hornets. I'm a little bit behind today, but hey, it is what it is. All right, DeRozan's still pretty young, and I got another video coming about Blake and Andre. Will kind of make a little bit more sense in what I'm about to say. But if you keep Andre Drummond, I believe DeMar DeRozan is a really good player to build with him. All right. He got a contract that's coming up, or really, really soon. But it's at the point where, do you want to rebuild on the fly, or do you want to be that team that's terrible, and trying to build it back up, from the ground up? Now, you guys know how I feel about it. I think the Pistons should, if it don't work with this core, I think they should trade everybody, acquire assets and picks. And I think Tom Gore should hire a general manager and build it back up. Okay? Somebody that's done it before, somebody that you trust. See, it's a little bit different from talking about the Lions. The Lions have tried, former players, Mayhew and Matt Millen. They tried somebody new with Bob Quinn. But I think it's at the point with them to try somebody that's done it before. All right? And it's been successful. With the Pistons, I believe under Tom Gore, I think he should find somebody that's done it before. Okay? I understand that Ed Stefanowski is really who's running the team right now. I do understand that. But I just think they need to hire somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's done it before and build it up for the next decade. It's take a few years to do it, but it's a lot of talent coming out. I mean, you got the kid that's a sophomore in Ypsilanti Lincoln, Imani Bates. I mean, you got just a lot of really good talent coming out. James Wiseman from Memphis and LaMelo Ball. I think it's about to be a huge talent infusion in the NBA. Now, what a lot of people don't understand about the NBA is when I go back, the talent level has dropped since the early 2000s. It's really not the same. Okay? It's really not the same. But it's starting to come back. Each of these drafts are getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And I think the Pistons need to position themselves to be sorry and get some of that talent. All right? That's just my stance on it. So I would say no on DeRozan if this doesn't work with Blake and Dre and some of them. Now, if Blake Griffin, who looking like he got a little bit bouncing the step, he getting a little bit more healthier. If Blake Griffin and them start doing good and trending in the right direction, then I would say, you know what? We're about the 7th or 6th seed. I think DeRozan can help us out. And then I make that deal for DeRozan. But if the team is trending or their trajectory is going down right now and it's still going down, then I just build it back. I build it back up. But it really wouldn't be a bad idea if they re-up Andre Drummond. Like I said, I'll talk about that in the next video. I do a double upload. If they re-up with Andre Drummond, right, and then they trade for DeMar DeRozan, I wouldn't be mad at it. All right, that's a nice tool to build off of. Drummond getting better defensively, his energy level better, his effort better. He's starting to mature. You can just tell by his mannerisms, he's starting to click. So I have no problem with building with Drummond and DeRozan. But then again, you still going to need a number one guy. And number one guys don't grow on trees like apples, okay? That's my problem. You still need a number one guy because then in that scenario, you have to get rid of Blake Griffin because you're not paying all that salary. So, you need a number one guy. It's hard to find Luka Doncic's or LeBron James or James Harden type of guys, and this is why you be a terrible franchise. You trade away everybody and you get assets. That's why you do it, so you can find you a number one guy, and then you get him from cheap. You can build the veterans around him, or you get another guy like Oklahoma City Thunder did, where you get KD, Russell, and James Harden. But then you just don't be cheap and let one of them go over a couple $1 million like they did with James Harden. You keep them together as long as you can, or at least until you win a championship, and then you trade off whichever ones you want to trade off. But I have no issue with DeMar DeRozan because he played both sides of the ball, And I just don't think he fully fit what they do in San Antonio. And you see what Kawhi Leonard did once he left San Antonio. He started to show things to his game that he wasn't able to show in that system. And not everybody is a system fit. You know, San Antonio is, the Spurs are the Patriots of the NBA. You know, everybody don't fit with what the Spurs do or what the Patriots do. That's real talk. Everybody don't fit. But I think DeMar Derozan, I think he proved to be with San Antonio a better facilitator and all-around player than they expected. And I think in Detroit, his defense, his facilitating will be really, really good for Andre Drummond. Him and Drummond in a pick and roll. Drummond just got more intensity. He more of a dog than LaMarcus Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge's energy level, it ain't really good, okay, at all. You know, he just, he play at a slow pace, and he just ain't got the energy or the bounce or the athletic ability, or he just ain't got like the dog. Once you make Dre mad, Dre got that intensity and that his power, I won't say his power level, but his intensity level go up. And I just think DeMar Derozan being from LA and LaMarcus Aldridge being laid back, I don't think that's a good match for them. Say what you want to say about Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan, he can show some electricity or some energy. He can show some passion. You piss Tim Duncan off, he had a mean streak. He may not show those emotions, but he has some kill in him. I think you get somebody like DeMar Derozan, Andre Drummond, who you get him mad, big fella, get angry. I think that's a good fit. But it depends. Do you want to build your team with Drummond and DeRozan and around them or with them? Or, do you want to infuse him with what they got now? So it's a scenario where they may try to keep Blake Griffin, DeRozan and Andre, but is that good enough to really win the East? Or do you have enough cap space, or Kyrie Thomas or Luke Kennard going to develop into what they need to develop in before you can get, and that's funny, Luke Kennard just hit a 3. You can get where you need to be. That's the question. Then you got to worry about Sayuko. Is he going to develop? So a lot of things have to happen for that to work. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I seen the Pistons try to rebuild it on the fly a couple of times. Charlie V, Josh, and Ben Gordon, and then, Stan Van Gundy tried to mix things up with, I don't know who that, Reggie Jackson, and, Brandon Jennings before that, before he tore the ACL, was looking really, really good. And they tried to do it a couple of times, but I think it's time to be bad, try to get high in the lottery. And it shows you, man, with more talent, is the deeper the lottery is. All right? Well, you see it where Markelle Fultz and Lonzo went 1 and 2, but then again, you had Jason Tatum. All right? I think you had Donovan Mitchell in that draft. And then you go to other drafts, you got Giannis, and you go down the list, there's really good guys in that lottery. CJ McCollum. All right? And I think these drafts are about to get deeper and deeper. You can find you a Luka Doncic. You can find you somebody like that. So, me personally, if this don't jump with, Luke and Tony Snell and Dre, Blake, and Reggie, I would just do a fire sale, some at the trade deadline, and then in the offseason, I acquire picks, and I just try to build in the draft. But if they trend in the right direction, and the Pistons start putting things together, and Blake starts showing the bounce, which he just hit a layup too, it's a replay, then I will go with DeRozan, and I'll try to make something happen. You might have to trade like Reggie and some picks, or a pick and Luke Kennard to get DeRozan over there. But quite frankly, that's what I would be looking. It depends on how good the team looking. And I say it again, if the team doing bad, I'll blow it up, start from the beginning. If the team trending towards a 7-6 seed, then I'll try to get DeMar DeRozan and make that push. But I felt that they should have just acquired Russell Westbrook and tried to make that push. And I think they would have had a chance to win the East in that trade. And I think he would have been a much better fit with Dwayne Casey in Detroit than what he is with the Houston Rockets, really not fitting right now. But hey, it's my humble opinion. I appreciate the love, support. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation? The link's in the description. Best way to donate is share the videos. Don't forget, check my other channel out, Goodfellas Sports TV, for more sports, music, entertainment. That's Goodfellas Sports TV, my main channel. But other than that, man, I'll be covering the Lions tomorrow. Hopefully I can get to this Blake Andre upload. If not, I'll upload it tomorrow before the game. And I might have a recap of the Pistons and the Hornets right now. It was 27-21, 3 minutes left in the first quarter. But hey, let me know what you guys think, man, about the DeMar DeRozan scenario. I love the support. Keep sharing the videos. One time for the one time. We gone.